Hello and welcome to my Batman Arkham Asylum Challenge Mode guide, where I demonstrate to you live and mostly blind how I learned to max out the medals on all free flow combat and invisible predator maps. I recorded this early on in my Arkham binge this year, before I really dove deep into the mechanics. The idea is to show my discovery of some advanced tech, and to give you a look into my thought process as I develop my strategies for tackling these challenges.
It's the big fight! Who will win? The Hard Killers! The Merciless!
Using the electric fences will give you an instant takedown. Here I'm experimenting to learn the point value of moves such as ground takedown and knockouts with force fields. Okay, it's worth 100. I was sick during this recording, so my mic was not the only reason I sounded bad.
Come on, boys!
Maximizing your variation bonus each round is key to posting high scores. The bonus pays up to 5,000 points per fight for all 9 moves used. That's why my combos look a little strange. I'm using technically unnecessary moves solely to boost my combo variation for the bonus. Ground takedowns are the highest point value move in the game. The catch is that they permanently remove enemies from which you could gain combo hits. In Asylum, the variation bonus contributes a much higher percentage of your score than in other games, especially on maps with smaller encounters like this one. This means that you're safe to make quite a few mistakes and still clear 3 medals, so long as you ensure to perform each move at least once per round. As encounters get larger, the contribution of this bonus falls off, so you can deprioritize it a bit in the last few maps. Yeah, don't forget to do your basic counter too. It's easy to forget. Oh, really? Okay.
Hey, Dad!
What am I forgetting? Maybe it's the fact that I didn't hit with my Ultra Claw.
Oh, hell, what do I care?
I should have anticipated that this thug would get back up and hit me. Instead, I committed to the Ultra Claw, which left me open to getting hit by him. Oh, okay. I definitely used my Batarang. Okay, I was too far away for that. I'm trying to mentally track the list of moves I've already performed, so I can work towards 9 times combo variation. I'm also probably gonna go ahead and rebind my attacks. Oh, okay, my positioning was actually off. I thought I was out of range of that attack. It still looks like I was blatantly out of this attack's hitbox. What am I forgetting? There's Batarang, there's... I gotta recount these. Despite failing to avoid attacks, maintain combo, or even max out variation, I still managed to clear all 3 medals for this challenge first try. I'm gonna go ahead and redo my bindings real quick, and I'll be right back. In order to increase the uniformity of my experience between games, I matched my bindings in Arkham Asylum with those of my bindings for Arkham City, which allows you to bind scroll wheel right from the launcher. You have to do a little more legwork to accomplish the same thing in Arkham Asylum, where you must modify the config file directly. But in my opinion, the benefits of binding the quickfire gadgets to the scroll wheel are worthwhile, as you can continue to move and also pivot your camera freely while using gadgets. Okay, I'm back. After having redone my bindings, I actually solved a lot of my issues. Unlike in free flow maps, the Predator Challenge medals are earned by using specific tactics to take down enemies, rather than just hitting an arbitrary score count. Sneak up behind the henchman and perform a silent takedown. Explode a weak wall, knockout with Batarang. Unfortunately for these guys, I pretty much have this whole room labbed out for years.
It's false. No way. Pure fiction.
Make sure you turn away from the wall and point the camera straight up to avoid accidentally spraying the gel on the desk or the wall. This will be one of like a very few number of missions that I've actually got labbed out.
You keep using the horde. I don't think it means what you think it means.
And there's a way to basically take all these guys down at once with the gel. This medal doesn't require 3 distinct walls, just 3 thugs blasted simultaneously.
Joker says he wants the doctors rounded up. You won't notice.
Now we wait for the thug patrols to synchronize. So we're gonna take these 3 out. Silent takedown, weak wall, and battering.
If any member of old Arkham wants to take apart...
I don't have the whole challenge planned out yet, as you'll soon see. Only the setup for the explosive gel metal, and even that will soon change.
My representative in the front of the line.
Okay. So they see me. This is going super well. My intent was to drop down behind that thug from the gargoyle for a silent takedown. It was a miserable and hilarious failure. Yeah, okay, that was embarrassing.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Alright, well.
That's a sleeping. Someone finish him off. Let's see if you've still got the moves, Bats.
This is what I was referring to earlier. You have to be precise with the gel here. I wanted to see if I could adapt in real time and clear all 3 metals, even though I botched my initial setup. Since I accidentally missed spraying one of the gel traps, I'm forced to adopt a new setup that takes out 3 thugs with only 2 weak walls. This actually ended up being a faster and easier setup than I was previously going with.
Doctors rounded up. You won't notice if one's missing. Run out! Find him!
I'm actually able to execute my silent takedown this time around. I got so lucky that the thug got launched up onto the catwalk by the explosive gel. This sets me up for an inverted takedown combo on the thugs investigating his body. Hitting this guy's buddy with a battering secures the final metal and ends the encounter in a single move.
Don't get too cocky, Bats. I was just softening you up. Ladies and murderers, welcome to the big fight. Batman, you're going down. Fight!
Oh wow. It seems like the time for maintaining your free flow combo is also a little bit of a tighter window.
South, need to order more henchmen. Good ones this time.
Okay. Oh, that sucks. I wasn't watching this other guy that I knocked down earlier close enough, so I don't notice him getting back to his feet before I committed to the ground takedown. This is going nowhere fast. My first instinct wasn't to restart because I'm trying to demonstrate that it's possible to clear 3 metals with imperfect gameplay. Still, I admit it is embarrassing to be immortalizing such silly mistakes, but I'm here to give you the authentic experience. I'm sacrificing for you over here. However, I'm clearly going to be short of the goal unless I play perfectly from here on out. I'll probably replay this one. I mean, I probably have to be honest. My mistake was not scanning my surroundings before committing to the ground takedown. Okay. The situation highlights that this game is all about rhythm. Even experienced players can make mistakes when knocked off their flow. Yeah, let's just restart this. You'll notice I definitely changed my bindings in between.
We will all watch Batman!
Redirect, strike, that's 3. That's a throw. We'll do a ground takedown here. Battering, ground pound. This should give me 3,500, I believe. 8 times is still a decent variation, but for only one extra move, the point value will increase by almost 50%, though it can be hard to find a space for instant knockout moves like ground pound or special combo takedown. Oh wow, he really came out of the gate with that one. I failed to guess that the knife guy would attack first. This kind of anticipation is important in free flow combat. Okay, I gotta remember these guys are immune to strikes. I'm gonna get hit by that guy probably. Yeah, you cannot get over him fast enough. Aerial redirecting requires you to start buffering your dodge input at least half a second in advance while not engaged in another animation. This means you have to plan ahead when dealing with bladed attacks. That was super sloppy all around. We can still make this happen though.
Note to self, need to order more henchmen. Good ones this time.
You can tell I visibly pause here while thinking what to do next in my combo. Yeah, I baited that out first. Baiting involves luring an enemy to commit to a position for his attack and then moving away before it lands. Now I'm gonna stall here a little bit. By stalling, I mean waiting for enemies to reset while I get my bearings. It'll help you avoid dropping the combo if you freeze up or you're out of enemies to hit next. It's definitely hard to come back to Arkham Asylum from Arkham City and Origins because the combat works pretty differently in those games. I mean, the fundamentals are ultimately quite similar, but like the little things like the timing and the exact tactics, of course, are gonna vary a lot. I've got a lot of dudes crowd controlled here with throw, strikes, counter, and ultra backclaw. The fewer dudes you have standing up and ready to attack you, the safer and more predictable the situation is. He's really gonna hit me, okay. Here I blindly committed to a ground takedown that I wasn't clear to finish. Oh wow, I did not see him. Okay. I didn't account for the projectile thug, resulting in me getting wombo comboed by these guys. I first crowd controlled everyone before committing to the ground takedown here. This is best practice. You seem to be scanning your environment. Unlike me, where I got hit in the side of the head with the frickin' TV or whatever.
I'll hunt you down and kill you one of these days.
Alright, let me replay that real quick because I wasn't super happy with how that went. I'm gonna reposition before I do the backclaw here. The ultra backclaw requires all 3 targets to be in front of you within at least a 120-degree arc in order to hit. Unlike in the sequels, Arkham Asylum's combo battering doesn't instantly knock out the last enemy automatically. If he has enough HP, he'll just be knocked to the ground, setting him up for a ground finisher.
Come on, boys, he's just one man. One man dressed like a loser.
I'll be honest, I actually have a difficult time remembering all of the moves I've used and have yet to use. Okay, I know there's a guy ripping something off the wall there. I need to control him. Okay, he's gonna get me. Oh man, I mashed. Yeah, don't ever mash counter, just as a rule in all of these games. Throw him far away and do a ground pound. That's a pretty standard tactic in this one in particular. If you're trying to go for a ground takedown, just throw him away from the enemies. Just wait a second long enough to bait out any more attacks, and then go for a remote ground takedown. I'll demonstrate this in a sec. Spacing enemy attacks is always a strong tactic that allows you to pull off risky maneuvers safely. Okay, alright, what I'm gonna do right now. See, I baited out that bladed guy's attack right there, and then went for the ground takedown. I'm briefly stalling while I plan my next strategy. Okay, wow. I got hit because I was expecting my attacker to be grabbed by my ultra backclaw. This was a targeting error on my part. And since I know this won't finish him, This challenge run is where I learned that combo battering wasn't an instant knockout in Asylum. It's not as reliable as setup for ground takedown because if they have low HP, you can instantly knock them out, effectively preventing your finisher.
If you were hiding in the shadows like a little girl, this could be over much faster.
What is it? Backlaw, henchman walkway, muffle edge, corner cover.
You didn't stand a chance. Not a chance.
I'm waiting for the thug to be at a steeper angle relative to the railing, so I can ensure that I'm able to pull him over the side with Backlaw. If the angle is too shallow, he'll just fall down on the catwalk harmlessly. It's pretty abusable in this game.
Still, I suppose I don't pay you for your smarts, do I? I don't to stop at that. So don't.
I'm just gonna go for the ledge takedown on this guy here. And then what was the other one? Corner. Okay, they're all gonna come over here, so I should reposition to prevent being caught off guard by the swarm of thugs. Where else can I do a corner cover? I guess I'll just have to wait. I got trolled by the collision on this post, but I managed to recover. Oof. Alright, we're doing a little bit of live improvisation. Capestone is an underrated tool for giving yourself some breathing room against armed thugs. It can set up further strikes or even a tactical retreat when necessary. Okay, I don't know how they saw me there. Sometimes alerted thugs will randomly check nearby gargoyles. Okay, these are a little different controls than I'm used to. Oh, we got 3 guys left? Oh, I could probably do a corner takedown on the railing there. I meant to say on the corner of the railing. Even though it's clearly not a solid surface, it still blocks Batman from enemy vision. Okay, it's not giving me the option. The context-sensitive prompt was preventing me from going into corner cover for some reason. See, that ground pound actually was silent. That's very interesting. In later games, the enemies will investigate noise from a ground takedown. The silent finisher is a feature unique to Arkham Asylum.
Someone's left you a gift.
You heard, Joker!
Hoping he'll go for the thing over here.
Haven't you noticed that someone's missing down there?
You heard, Joker!
He's got a different set of priorities here. If thugs are busy with another task, like following Joker's orders, they'll ignore the sonic batarang lure. The impact of standard batarang is an adequate lure also. See if I can override his list of to-dos. He might spot me from this angle, to be honest. I'm not sure.
That man's hunting you down, and you're the last one standing. Oh, I got news for you.
Okay, he just spotted me. Alright, I think I got this one. Alright, cool. It's a little finicky, because there's not that many places in the... I mean, honestly, I would not have put the corner takedown as a medal for this room, because there's just not many places to do it. Perhaps that's part of the challenge, though. Yeah, sometimes you just have to adapt to new situations. While the optimal strategy for Predator challenges is to rehearse pre-planned sequences of actions, I wanted to show that improvisation is a fun and effective approach.
Good evening, Arkham Asylum. Tonight, we will all watch Batman die.
This is a prime example of crowd controlling surrounding enemies with the Ultra Backlaw and then following up with ground takedown on an isolated target.
Best you got?
Got a nice multi-hit with this tornado kick here.
Note to self, need to order more henchmen. Good ones this time. Round 2, fight!
The Combo battering is always a safe option to neutralize the stun stick wielding enemies.
Alright, gonna bait. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was just a problem with targeting, but everything else went fine.
Usually the range to the target seems to have more of an impact than your directional input when it comes to the ground pound's targeting.
Okay.
I expected at least one of the thugs to run into me and fall to the ground, so I buffered a ground takedown in order to capitalize, but it turns out I overcommitted. I should have confirmed that they were on the ground first.
Come on, boys, he's just one man!
I often prefer to start my combo with a flying kick, executed by holding run and followed with a strike. This deals critical damage, knocks them onto the ground, and instantly puts you in free flow with the ×2 combo. You would otherwise have to achieve free flow by executing 3 standard strikes first. It's always a safe bet to just use combo takedown to finish the high-sec henchmen before they can cause you problems.
Oh, that was too greedy.
I was surprised this strike didn't multi-hit both henchmen. However, in a rare fit of discipline and foresight, I still waited before attacking and prepared to possibly counter instead, so I wouldn't drop my combo.
Hey, Bats, go easy on him. Oh, hell, what do I care? Do your worst!
And you can see Zaz is right here.
He's basically just a reskinned high security henchman.
No, does not mean to attack him. That's not a great idea.
Make sure you perform an immediate aerial redirect if you yank a stun baton wielder, or you'll get hit.
You can see I'm just kind of messing around here. I'm not exactly playing ideally. I'm just trying to stress test the system, see what I can get away with. Bait that attack. Ground takedown. Okay. He queued up his attack too early.
Some long-range strikes, like the reverse handspring kick, have enough momentum to send enemies flying. I only discovered this upon review of the footage. It seems like you can combo the quick battering into ultra backclaw. I'm still unsure of the use case, but at least it does damage and crowd control while varying your string.
If ever you need to bait or stall, you know, to keep the combat going while other enemies get up so you can continue your combo, you can just infinitely loop stuns or redirects.
Notice how my combo counter didn't reset.
I'll see if I can actually get a real life example of that.
We'll hunt you down, Zap!
Joker wants him stopped. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, the only thing about the glass takedown is that you, okay, I don't know what's happening right now. You're left pretty vulnerable for the duration of the animation, unfortunately.
I'm stunning this guy with battering because he'll very likely detect and start damaging me before the animation completes. This will give me more than ample time to finish up.
Yeah, see how long that took?
That decision turned out to pay off in an unexpected way. The thug that I immobilized with battering is now perfectly positioned to be the victim of an inverted takedown.
Man, he stays down a really long time. Holy crap. Yeah, I didn't set that up on purpose. That was just kind of a happy accident. Then I need to do a drop attack, I think. I believe if I cut that rope holding that thug up, I think I can do another takedown. I'm actually curious to see if that'll work.
Sure, take him there.
Since none of the thugs wanted to volunteer to walk under my gargoyle for this experiment, I tried to position them forcibly using the remote control battering.
I'm curious to see if that will actually work here, so I'm gonna try it. Okay, they're looking right at me. It's making me nervous.
I think as long as you remain still in situations like this, they won't detect you, even if they are focusing on the gargoyle.
Okay, you can reuse the gargoyle if you cut the line, which that's actually very interesting to know. I'm just gonna reuse that setup though.
Here,
You know what? No.
much faster.
I just couldn't decide what I wanted to go for first.
Chance, not a chance.
Okay. You can't just climb up like you could in the other game. Okay. Well, since I didn't make it there fast enough, I guess I'll just reuse the setup indeed.
Easy for them to say. We're stuck down here.
Yeah, long animation. Okay, I don't remember sitting so close to this guy before. Yeah, whatever. He'll.
I was considering suppressing the other two with multi-battering, but I didn't want to risk hitting my prey under the gargoyle since the targeting isn't super precise. Now I'm just looking for an isolated target to complete the final medal on before I proceed to clean up the rest of the room.
That was an example of me strategically tanking some damage in order just to get a quick takedown.
Since you're incentivized by the challenge to minimize your clear time and aren't punished for the damage you take.
Oh, you're a Rooney. We both know you eat bugs like that for breakfast.
Rumble in the jungle.
Good evening, Arkham Asylum. Tonight, we will all watch Batman die.
Just get this guy out of the way early on. Yeah, I mean, the batarangs are pretty busted too, let's be honest. Alright, bait that attack. Oh wow, okay. Decided not to give me the ground pound there. Yeah, it's still important not to mash the counter, otherwise the game will like force you to whiff for some reason.
I did that highly impractical combo for variation reasons.
Come on, boys, he's just one man. One man dressed like a lunatic and armed with a team. Go get him!
Alright, get the guy with the control box down at the end because they can be dangerous. Alright, now I'm gonna go on for a ground takedown, hopefully. Okay, good. I baited that properly and didn't get hit with the backswing there, so that's cool. Oh no, you got me. I need free flow before this will knock him down. There we go.
Free flow requires 3 or more combo hits and enables flying attacks, power strikes, and combo gadgets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he got me. Alright, he's the last guy.
Hey, that's go easy on him. For me. Oh no, what do I get? Do your work!
Okay. I gotta remember my bindings are different. Yeah, I didn't bait that properly, so he hit me. So I feel like there's a lot of teachable moments in this.
This is another classic example highlighting the importance of hit confirming your throws before committing to the ground takedown.
Alright. Now this is going really well.
Note to self. Need to order more henchmen. Good ones this time.
Yeah, I totally hit my old binding there. No, I did not mean to do that. I'm not even gonna say that was a targeting error. That was straight up just me forgetting that there was a baton guy there. Alright, I'm bored of this. Can I get off?
I really do wish you could manually cancel the Titan rodeo ride. It's pretty obnoxious in this game.
Okay, he actually got knocked out from that. Okay. Yeah, this is a combination of me just being bad at the game and also like not being used to my bindings that I just changed. I really don't have much of an excuse. Alright, I think I can do better. But yeah, I'm getting good footage for what not to do, lol.
Shame that while you've been
Well, in any case, you can always check out my challenge mode expert video to see these maps done right.
Alright, we're gonna redo that real quick. Yeah, you can also use the cave stone to set up a ground pound like that. Or battering for crowd control, whatever, you know. I just like to do ground pounds throughout the fight like that because it's stylish and you can make them safe with a cross between crowd control and baiting and positioning.
for me. Oh hell, what do I care? Do your worst!
Waiting for free flow before I throw a batarang at that guy. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go for a ground takedown on that guy. Oh, okay, not.
Here we have another instance of the ground takedowns targeting preferring close targets. Perhaps I could have tried repositioning first before initiating it.
Okay. Okay, that was just me being stupid.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, something I would suggest is, unlike me, is getting a hit confirm on these guys to make sure that they're actually up before you try to go for that ground takedown right there. I mean, that was a perfect setup for using positioning to do a ground takedown. I'm gonna let the room refresh. Everybody should get back up as I go through that takedown animation.
Come on, boys, he's just one man!
The reason I don't start this fight in particular with a flying kick is that the enemies in the front line, the baton and the knife guy, are both immune to basic attacks.
Bait? No? No bait. Alright, they started going after me a little bit later than I'm used to. I was looking totally across the room. I don't know why I couldn't counter that.
You got baited. You got baited. You got baited.
There we go. That was a better setup.
Note to self. Need to order more henchmen. Good one this time.
I'm not even playing particularly well because I'm going for these high point attacks. I'm racking up a decent amount of score. I'm gonna go for some iframes here with the... Oh, no, you don't get iframes from that.
The special combo takedown doesn't benefit from iframes when it comes to Titan henchman attacks in general.
You're gonna bleed out your face!
Let's move the fight away from the Titan henchman.
The Titan rodeo ride has a higher targeting priority than other attacks, even if you're aiming away from him. This means you should be careful about fighting thugs close to the Titan if you want to avoid this.
And a safe way to get them to go on the ground without any chance of damaging them is just use the back claw like that.
This setup guarantees they can be finished off with the ground takedown, whereas all other forms of attack have a chance to prematurely knock out the victim.
Oof, okay, I messed that up. My dodge not hitting properly.
This bug haunts me anytime I'm fighting Titan-class enemies. I wish I knew what causes it. Could be they can't be dodged over when they're in certain animations. It's the only explanation when my targeting is clearly perfect. You can see I'm diving at the center of mass and everything.
So you want
Anyway, that could be better, but you get the idea of how to do well at these Predator maps. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video of me doing these perfectly.
We'll hunt you down, Dad.
Alright. At once with one wall using explosive gel. Okay. Alright, I think I know how I want to do this.
Stick your head out so I can slow it over.
Hey, boys. You remember the plan to flood Gotham with millions of gallons of poisonous waste? The thing is, Batman's trying to stop it. I have to. You're the ones to stop it.
I'm just totally riffing right now.
Have a nasty accident.
Joker does something, Batman does something back. Do you think Batman would notice?
Yeah, I want to definitely maximize my chance of getting this. See, there's a lot of guys down there.
Listen to me. Batman is down there with you. He must not get to that control.
Oh, good. He's already where I want him.
Oh God! I found someone! Over here! Hold up! I'm coming with you. Come on, wake up! Damn it, cold.
Alright, I'll just wait for a couple more guys to get over there. Hopefully they're all positioned. Okay, perfect. And now... I guess I'll just go for my free... Oh, they saw me? What?
It's better to climb up the ladder and jump down over the railing to get under the weak floor without being seen.
Okay, now we're fully in improv mode right now.
He disappeared! Oh God! He just vanished!
Huh. He didn't go up. Okay, there we go.
I grossly overestimated the range on the proximity detonator for the explosive gel, and I thought it was covered by my trap while I was occupied with the vent cover. If I wanted to avoid damage, I could have either placed the gel closer to the choke point of the stairway, or use Ultra Backclaw to instantly remove the grate.
And then I gotta do the great moves.
What are you gonna be watching my back?
Are you blind? Look down on the ground! There's something down.
Yeah, so I just started with the hardest setup first, the 3 dudes in the gel. And then I decided to thin the room a little bit. Saw an opportunity to do the explosive gel proximity det metal. And now I'm just cleaning up with the harder setup here with this guy.
Get over here, everyone, on me!
Now, unfortunately for me, the setup's going to be a little more difficult because of that. I don't know if this is going to count. Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to play around with that one for a second.
He'll die in this cave.
You know, on top of not being able to just do the takedown right out of the grate, it seems like you also don't have any control over how you come out. Is it always, do you always eject out of the bottom here? Okay. We'll get in position right where we want them. I could also have done that wall too. I guess there's no reason for me to have done this ceiling.
You have to wait until the thug patrols pretty far away from the center of the weak wall before his body will actually attract all 3 onlookers. Otherwise, you could just combo the setup with a great moves takedown to lure them in the first place. It still kind of works if you let him walk out to the edge of the wall, but the ceiling positioning is way more consistent.
Alright, let's take these guys out first, and then we'll move on to the whole finishing the rest of these guys off thing.
Run out! Find him!
I'm hoping this time these guys don't see me. For the easy takedown.
I seem to have learned from my mistakes in the previous attempt. I used Ultra Backclaw to rip the vent cover off, and I placed the gel right on the body that my pursuers are moving to investigate. Since they didn't detect me first, they should go right for it.
I bet you can't wait.
Ah, he didn't go for the, he didn't go for that.
Perhaps it's because the thugs are terrified that they didn't investigate the body. The AI is generally more cooperative early on, which is where it's best to restrict the most complicated setups.
Alright, I'm just gonna scatter shot a few of these.
Yeah, you can tell I have no real plan. I just want to unlock the medals any way I possibly can at this point.
And I know I'm gonna be ejecting out at the bottom here. I don't know what the timer is on this.
I'm worried that he's going to ignore the sonic battering lure until it expires, because his AI is being disrupted by terror and being exploded.
I think it's like fairly permissive actually.
I think I spilled some soup down my best suit. It'll never come out. Oh, but I guess you're more worried about the big bad bat. Probably wise.
Okay, let's grab this guy. Okay, cool.
Are you blind? Look down on the ground!
Of all the things I could have done here, I chose to get shot. Brilliant.
Don't get too cocky, Batman! I'll get you next time.
Alright, now we just have to do all those again, but the extreme versions.
Not only do the extreme free flow maps have harder enemy compositions, they also have weapon lockers that you have to actively manage throughout the fight.
Interesting, interesting. He attacked the thug on the ground versus that guy in the far back right-hand corner.
It's the big fight!
It's probably a better idea to start this fight with a counter for variation reasons, due to the smaller enemy pool, since there will be fewer opportunities to counter during the combo.
Let's see.
Don't let him hit you, you idiot!
I actually pulled him into the electric gate there, so free takedown.
Hey, bats. Go easy on him. For me. Oh, hell, what do I care? Do your worst!
See if I can get a 2-for-1. No.
Girl.
Come on, boys, he's just one man. One man dressed like a lunatic and armed with a teeth. Go get him!
Oh, okay. I misjudged who I should be targeting in that one. Yeah, usually if you're going to use the backlaw like that, you want to try to cover whoever's going to attack you next, so you're not risking getting hit, since using the backlaw it takes a long time for the animation to come out, and you're also vulnerable during the entire duration.
Between the startup and the active part of the yank animation, you're vulnerable for quite a while with the backlog grab. The only slower attack is ground takedown. The best way to cover yourself is to hook your would-be attacker. It's a powerful but high commitment crowd control option.
Note to self, need to order more henchmen. Good ones this time.
Yeah, there's our boy Zaz over there. I'm going to introduce his face to the gate. There we go.
Hitting another guy with throw is a great way to set up a ground takedown, as you get 2 potential targets out of it, usually only at the cost of distance. I still make sure to hit confirm before committing to the takedown though.
Nice moves, Bats. Thanks for showing me them.
Yeah, this is the setup I'm more used to. I feel like this is a pretty famous, pretty well-known setup here.
So you're dead.
This is where the 3-wall setup that I tried for in regular Silent Night comes from. This is the easiest, if not only, reliable method to complete the explosive gel metal for this room.
I do know that there are booby-trapped vantage points here, so I can't use any of those.
Extreme Predator maps introduce sabotaged gargoyles that explode when Batman grapples to them after a brief delay. The thugs will hear the detonations and become alert, so I need to be careful right now or the triple weak wall setup will be ruined, as it's dependent on their passive patrol patterns.
What's the other one? Glide kick, line launch, right?
I've since developed an actual strategy for chaining these metals together after the 3-wall combo. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, consult my expert video for details.
Alright, wait till he patrols back. And then we'll go right into glide kick.
I want the entire medical building secure. No one in or out. Understand?
I didn't expect this thug to walk out ahead so far. Usually enemies freeze after a loud noise. This puts him in line of sight of his buddy and I get shot.
Oh crap. Oh, you can't flip off railings like you can in Arkham City.
He disappeared. Oh God, he just vanished.
I didn't expect the other thug to turn around and see me before I landed the kick. Maybe he heard me aggressively T-posing on the zipline. It's still safe to use the gargoyles for positioning or gliding, as long as you don't loiter for too long. The timer expires after 2 seconds. You can also exploit the noise this makes to distract enemies. I was intentionally trying to use the noise from the exploded gargoyle to lure these guys over. The idea was to suppress the thug with a batarang so I can safely do the window kick on his buddy.
Alright, this is actually turning out to be an accidental setup here. Okay.
Yeah, he heard me throw the batarang. That's why he's looking in my direction. He's checking out the origin of the noise of the throw.
Okay. This guy's trolling me right now.
I'll get you this time.
All right, here. Let's reset. Oh, okay. He'll just survive that.
A thug can't be knocked down with a batarang if they've detected you. They'll just be staggered for a brief moment before recovering. My target resumed shooting me immediately afterwards. At the time, I didn't understand exactly how this worked.
All right, we're just gonna change the entire setup to that.
We're coming for you.
Everything after the 3 gel takedown. I mean, you pretty much have to do this setup at the beginning. It's way too complicated to set up in the middle of the action once everybody's moving around, because you need to do 3 henchmen, 3 walls. So in general, if it's a complicated setup like this, you got to do it at the beginning of the challenge.
Out. You understand?
Okay, I get it. Find all the doctors and stop the bat.
I wonder if I might position myself elsewhere.
That man's as good as dead.
This is a better change because the kick angle from the gargoyle should give me more cover so I can finish off this thug and escape, but it doesn't seem to impact the amount of damage I sustained.
I think they're still gonna see me though. Yeah, the whole problem with this game is that there's no smoke bomb. So if you get spotted once, you're basically screwed.
I really should have just pulled this dude over the railing with Batclaw.
That's trolling.
He's taken one of you out. And not in a nice first date kind of way.
Come on. Yeah, I'm not really sure why my sonic batarang whiffed like that. It's actually pretty annoying.
It bounced off the knocked out henchman, so it didn't stick into the floor and ping the final thug as I intended.
Between you and me, it's statistically unlikely, but you never know.
Let's see if I can lure this guy over here.
I've historically had issues with this guy bugging out and just camping out the corner by the ladder before.
Get away from me! Get away!
20 minutes later.
Alright, he seems to just be stuck here.
One hour later.
No clue what he's doing right now.
2 hours later.
Okay.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
He should be going to check it out. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Get away from me! Get away!
Oh. Hopefully he's coming for me this time. I'll just drag him kicking and screaming over to this window.
I honestly don't know in retrospect why I didn't just reset here. I was for sure in sunk cost fallacy territory.
Wait, the what?
The fallacy of sunk cost. It's what gamblers do. They throw good money after bad, thinking they can turn their luck around. It's like, I've already spent this much money or time, whatever. I gotta keep going. No, there's no reward at the end of this game.
I mean, there's no way this is taking this much effort to get to work, right? All right. I don't know if this guy's bugged or not, but whatever. Maybe that was just excellent tactics on his part. I'm just gonna prioritize getting this stupid line launcher takedown set up properly.
Anyone who disagrees would find any representatives guarding you from Batman.
I found someone over here. Spread out and find that bat.
Now, these guys really do not care about sonic battering that I threw down.
No one gonna shut that thing off? Please, I'll go.
You may want to do a quick.
No, you guys already know about these guys. Wow, my patience is being severely tested.
Man down.
Oh, shit. He might see me. He might see me. He might see me. There we go.
Didn't you hear me? I need help over here.
I'm definitely loitering on the gargoyle way too long here.
Okay.
I'm really trying to get an angle for glide kick on this fool. He's trolling me so hard right now.
Now, this guy is like low-key just brilliant. Good enough.
Unfortunately, the medal is tied to the glide kick prompt, so you can't just use the indirect glide kick to complete the challenge.
The most horrible, the most violent, and I might add, downright ugly members of Blackpink Network.
Okay, I actually took too long. If there's a guy standing right next to you, like there's a guy standing right next to me, you might not want to wait too long for the bait.
Before this moment, I didn't even know counter could knock out on its own. It completely threw me off my flow.
Oh, okay. I tried to go for the ground takedown there.
Go easy on him.
As long as you're doing ground takedowns at high combo counts, you should be able to clear 3 medals pretty easily, even if you're not always hitting your variation bonuses.
I could tell that guy was about to go for me.
This'll hurt.
Okay, yeah. That works. Wait, how did my combo get reset? That's really weird. I guess I just waited a little too long.
The timeout for your free flow combo is very short in Arkham Asylum, at only 1 second, the shortest in the series. For perspective, Arkham City has a combo timeout of 2 seconds, Arkham Origins is about 1.25 seconds, and Arkham Knight about 1.15 seconds.
Go get him!
Okay, I actually meant to target the blade guy. Yeah, ditto that. Another targeting error. Okay, bait out that attack. Do a ground pound. Yeah, do the back claw against one of the guys that's about to attack me.
just another instance of me failing to hit confirm the throw before committing to the ground finisher.
Note to self, need to order more henchmen. Good ones this time.
There were way too many thugs blocking the guy at the gun locker from my batarangs, so I failed to prevent him from accessing the rifle.
Firepower over here!
There's just the room is too dense with enemies right now. Alright, yeah. I misjudged that. The guy who was going to attack me was actually behind me the whole time.
Firepower over here!
I have to guess which one. Yeah, it was the guy on the right. So I actually did guess that one correctly this time. You kind of tell who starts to rush you, who's going to attack. So let's see who's going to attack me out of this group. It's probably that guy on the right,
He said, completely ignoring the thug on the left with the rifle.
Yeah, I didn't see that he had a gun.
I'll go more into this later, but watching enemy footwork is a vital technique for reading ahead of time who will attack you next. Definitely not my best work. You know where to go at this point to see how it's really done. I just wanted to talk a bit about advanced mechanics and organically show new and intermediate players what my process looks like for tackling these challenges.
Hide in the shadows. We're coming for you.
Down 3 henchmen. Okay. Pacify henchmen. Okay, I can do that last. Let's see, is there a guy? Basically, we want to get them to all converge. Okay. Oh, right. These are booby trapped. Come here.
Hey, buddy, come here.
Yeah, I want to get them to all converge over on this guy's position.
Hold up, I'm coming with you.
So I can do both the batarang and the line launch. I can set these up at the same time. That's going to be really... Okay, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's coming for me.
He saw me jump down to the catwalk as he was rounding the corner.
Lol. Okay, there's a new tactic you can use.
I guess this is the moment I discovered you could just knock enemies off ledges with cape stuns and strikes. Very cool.
Okay, I'm basically just riffing at this point. I'm gonna let this fly, just see what happens. Don't think... Okay, I can still technically do this. I just need to get them all to group in one place.
What the hell is it for anyway?
Have you checked the timesheets? I'm sure there were more of you at the beginning of the day.
You heard Joker!
I can just get all these guys to group in one place. This might be doable. It would have been doable if I had actually thrown the batarang correctly. We'll see if they'll converge on my position. Okay. Okay, yeah, we can still do this. Yeah, I'm just completely riffing this and still managing to handle the objectives just fine.
I really did wander ass backwards into completing that. However, I suppose I did okay at adapting to a chaotic situation when the thugs didn't all go investigate the unconscious guy's body in the beginning of the map. Shock and Awe is a map with some unique features. Besides the watery pit you can knock enemies into for instant knockouts, the extreme version has a weapon locker up on the back right platform at the end of the chamber. Enemies will constantly try to climb the railing to get up to it, so you have to actively manage that railing to ensure that no one escapes to grab the weapon. Luckily, it's easy to hard counter the enemies climbing the railing as long as you're paying attention to that area and have the opening to use the Ultra Backlaw to yank them back down, sometimes for an instant knockout. My theory as to why the ground takedown sometimes bugs out is because the launch occasionally positions you too far from the target. Of course, you have no influence over the launch itself, other than where you launch from and who you target. I'll try to uncover in more detail what causes this in my upcoming advanced combat guide.
Oh, hell, what do I get? Do your worst!
You can see this guy climbing up for the gun box, and I'm totally missing it. Okay. The thugs leaving the arena can sometimes make it tricky to keep up your combo. Use stalling when necessary. You can see the railings block batterings, but the backlaw cables can pass right through, making it your best bet for dealing with runners.
I just need to stop climbing those railings, but the gun's in the arena this time, so...
Use detective vision to reliably keep tabs on the rifle's location during the encounter.
Alright, I don't know why I dropped my combo there, but it's fine, I guess.
Okay. So what I think happened was the thug that I threw still had physics collision active. So when I aerial redirected the baton guy into that same thug who is now rolling around, my intended target tripped over him, causing my attack to miss. Very interesting. I knocked that dude off the edge of the flying strike. Pretty cool. I should think knocking guys out of the arena would give you a much better point bonus, since it's more complicated to execute than other elimination methods, and it also wipes out the potential for additional strikes and therefore combo count. It's also stylish, but alas, you're not incentivized to do it via the scoring system. I tried to execute a ground takedown on Zaz, but I wasn't holding crouch first, so I just countered the air uselessly.
I don't know why my combo got canceled there. That's stupid. Really? I thought I was out of range of that. Whatever, I'm just having a lot of fun here.
Even though I had plenty of spacing, I still decided to counter this attack. It proves that the counter has its own hitbox that extends outside of Batman, because I got it despite being clear of the attack. Backlaw is such an amazing crowd control tool. The last guy is rendered harmless for a long time as he stumbles forward, and then even better, in position for a finisher at the end.
What? Oh, bats. I really am gonna have to hunt you down and kill you one of these days. Let's see if you've still got the moves, bats.
I clearly already forgot Extreme Predator maps have booby-trapped gargoyles.
Okay, I'm gonna restart because I want to keep my stealth.
If you were hiding in the shadows like a little girl, this could be over much faster.
I'm trying to think of how I want to set this up.
Batman better
Unfortunately, for some reason, you can't climb some of these ledges.
I love you, boys. What's lacking now? You make a pause. And speaking of pause, bring me that.
See, I gotta do triple battering. These guys would group, that would be a lot better for me.
I'm trying to attract everyone to my position by making noise, so I can set up for a triple battering throw. But I want to be ready in an elevated and concealed position in case they counterattack. Of course, that doesn't work out for me, and I don't have a clear shot.
Wait, did that not count? Okay.
One of the guards became aware of me right as I threw the triple battering, resulting in my targets resisting the knockdown effect. I should have stayed on the second floor and ran around the catwalk to get a safer angle.
That's we're coming for you.
Alright, well, set this up somewhere else for my opening attack. I don't know, I'm honestly just riffing at this point.
Not scared of the big bad bat.
Oh yeah, I can't do an explosive gel quick fire like I'm used to.
Laying a gel trap on the ladder they were pursuing me up on would have been ideal. I decided to place my trap here instead because I'm hoping it will somehow pay off later.
Listen, man, I'm reasonably sure that
Yeah, he's gonna spot me.
Batman brings me luck.
See if this counts as a punch. It does count as a punch. Right out of here to style. Those guys are not even gonna see me.
I have no idea why I didn't just yank all these dudes off the ledge with Ultra Bat Claw.
Yeah, apparently the batterings themselves are not silent. Let's see if I can take out the thug that's guarding him.
That's the best you got, Batman?
Alright, change of plans.
When there are too many tactical possibilities, I often experience decision paralysis. It's much easier to choose between just a few options. Thus, I usually pick 2 enemies to take out at a time, thinking only one step ahead to constrain my thinking. This helps me maintain mental clarity. It really was a missed opportunity to just camp that ladder and knock each thug back down as they climbed up at the choke point. I already have 3 medals. Full disclosure, I have no idea what I was doing here, jumping right into their line of fire.
Oh, okay. Well, this is not good. I'm just abusing broken game mechanics at this point. Lol. I don't know how that ever made it through testing.
So you win again. It's a shame that while you've been fighting, I've had everyone you love brutally murdered.
and it's time for arguably the hardest free flow challenge. We'll have to manage many high priority threats while trying to maintain our combo, and hopefully hitting those variation targets on top of all that. I just interrupted the knife guy's attack with combo takedown.
Yeah, it was targeting error there.
I only intended to battering the guy on the left. Offered counter too early, then I failed to guess the next attacker.
Let me just restart. The vibe is off.
Get him on the ground and stomp on his face! This is gonna...
For reasons completely unknown to me, I forgot that pulling a stun baton wielding thug into myself is a bad thing.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Arkham Asylum! Tonight,
You can see that I inexplicably pull out my gadget here. That's because I was prematurely buffering counter, and on PC, those two share the same binding.
See if I can fly across the room. Nope. I was actually gonna go for that guy at the far end, but it still worked out. Seems like those guys with the pipes in particular are really good at closing the gap with their attacks. So unless you're going really far away, you want to be careful when you're baiting out those attacks.
You got...
This reverse handspring kick is context sensitive and triggers against long-range targets behind Batman. It's incredibly useful for following up with ground takedowns due to the extra spacing from other enemies it gives you.
come on, boys, he's just one man. One man dressed like a lunatic and armed with a teeth. Go get him!
Yeah, the redirect gives you iframes against everything, but especially these Titan attacks.
When stunned, the Titan will flail his arms while clutching his face. Your attacks will immediately interrupt whatever animation he's in, and you can combo him freely until he shrugs it off with the ground smash.
Okay, I totally hesitated there. This is going really well. I just incorrectly guessed who's going to attack me next, to be honest. Finish this guy off real quick. Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Unfortunately, the game prioritizes starting the rodeo ride over any other target.
If all the other guys are down, he'll buck you off.
Thankfully, the rodeo ride auto-cancels after all enemies are eliminated in a rare break from the tedium. It's generally more desirable to take out the thugs first, so that you can just melt through the Titan's HP bar with combos, since the game won't force rodeo ride unless there are remaining enemies in the arena.
Oh, hell, what do I get?
Yeah, I did not mean to attack him. Definitely a targeting error. Take down Zaz.
And the special combo takedown is continuing to excel at interrupting bladed attacks.
Yeah, there was another error with me accidentally pulling the baton guy. Failed bait. Good bait.
whiffed because the thug wasn't on the ground yet before I initiated the ground takedown.
Alright, this should be interesting because it's going to be 2 Titan henchmen.
The triple battering is so broken in this game. I'm just annihilating large groups of henchmen and shutting down the Titans while exerting very little effort.
Okay, that was a failure to bait that properly.
I need to initiate the aerial redirect a bit later here to maintain the invincibility for when the Titans charge make contact. It's safest to delay dodging as much as possible until just before you're about to get hit. Once again, the thugs are body blocking me from taking out the dude breaking open the weapon locker. Guns are a particular problem in this round because if you get stuck in a rodeo ride and can't shut the armed henchman down from atop the Titan, you'll be a sitting duck as he burst damages you to death.
Trying to avoid having to do the rodeo ride at all.
Unfortunately, short of waiting for them to get back up from the staggered state, there's no way to avoid a rodeo ride.
Well, I didn't play that very precisely, but I still got perfect score, so... Or, all 3 medals anyway.
We both know you eat bugs like that for breakfast.
Alright, this one definitely sucks. And I had to actually look up this setup. Oh, I'll link that.
Bats.
When I see Batman, he's going down. He'll die in this cave.
3 thugs are going to position themselves at the edge of this catwalk when they go to investigate their fallen comrade, whom I took out with a sonic shock battering. You can pull all 3 over the railing to earn the medal. Unfortunately, this isn't the most consistent angle, where sometimes not all 3 will actually go all the way over the railing, so some trial and error is necessary to accomplish this. There's probably a more consistent setup, but I never bothered to find it.
Get over here, everyone, on me!
Let's do a silent takedown on this last guy, and then he'll turn around and see me and be terrified and I can take him down. Hopefully. That's at least how it's gonna go in my head. I'm not sure if in practice it'll be that way.
At the time of recording, I still didn't understand how the fear system in this game worked. Check out my upcoming advanced combat and stealth guide video for details, in which I'll no doubt uncover what makes the fear system tick. Probably.
Telling you, there's one place you'd expect to find.
Okay, he's terrified.
Stinking cave.
Batman's taking out one of
I
your...
think.
Did you even notice?
Okay, he's terrified. As long as he turns around and sees me, that's mission accomplished.
After more experimentation, I'm pretty sure a terrified enemy will get jump scared no matter how he sees you.
And when they're terrified like this, they'll always turn back like that. So that could be a blessing and a curse. I've actually used that terrified freak out animation to do a takedown animation right in front of a guy. It was completely safe. So it actually has utility. Anyway, yep, that's it. It's been real.
Thanks for watching. Now you're properly equipped with the knowledge to master the challenge mode in Batman Arkham Asylum. Now get out there, rack up some variation bonuses, execute some audacious ground pounds, blow up some dudes with weak walls, and ultra backclaw yank your way to those glorious 3 medals.